did I start training? Well, I came across it because I wanted to learn a grappling martial art. I started training Jiu-Jitsu in 2013 in France.
I started Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the beginning of 2015 when I was living up in Byron Bay.
Before starting Jiu-Jitsu, I was doing a lot of ballet.
I was always involved in martial arts. I was doing taekwondo, boxing, but there was something that I was hearing about Jiu-Jitsu and I was drawn to it.
The body awareness, the proprioception, having the flexibility, knowing how my body worked, to then be able to pick up the techniques of Jiu-Jitsu, it was almost like just picking up choreography.
I've always done a lot of sport. As a child, I did competitive gymnastics and a lot of representative sports at school, athletics and badminton and volleyball and swimming. And I've always really enjoyed a physical challenge.
I think Jiu-Jitsu is one of the most difficult things that you can possibly try to pursue. It's an incredibly challenging thing, not just because of the physical demands that it creates, but also it's an art where you are constantly coming in contact with yourself on the mat. You're coming face to face with your own limitations a lot of the time. Sometimes we run into some situations where we think we'll be one way and we're another, and it may not be that impressive, and it forces us to encounter those things and overcome them. And sometimes we find situations where we feel we might be underskilled, whether it be physically, emotionally, or with the technical side of Jiu-Jitsu, and we do better than we think.
I feel like the biggest difficulty is just continue coming. It's like, as long as you show up and put in the effort, you're gonna get better and you're gonna progress.
How Jiu-Jitsu is structured is that there's always something, as one door opens, another door closes, and then as one door closes, another door opens.
Being a mum and doing Jiu-Jitsu is probably two of the most challenging things that you can do. After being pregnant, access the techniques and the capabilities in your body that you had before becomes really difficult, and it's forced me to get smarter about the way that I train. I can't just rely on my athleticism, and I think it actually improved my game.
The biggest difficulty I've had training was probably dealing with my own mentality. I think I tend to overthink things a lot, whereas I need to just push a little bit harder.
The struggle that you go through physically and mentally on the mat is usually a struggle against yourself.
The consistency about staying on the mat, keep on training and pushing yourself is something that really helped me get over that hurdle.
I want to compete now because I want to show my daughter that she's capable of anything and that she's strong and that women are strong, and she has all these wonderful examples around her. Having that as your motivation for competing rather than wanting the medal and wanting to win, it's just freed up so much space and relieved the anxiety.
Jiu-Jitsu as a sport, I think it's very contradictory. It's like an individual sport, but in order to be good, you need to train with different people. Pushing the limits of what you're capable of, and also coming into contact with failure every day and really starting to understand, where the line is between what you're good at and what you're not good at. And yet we rock up every day to try and push that line like further and further back.
The new belt to me is just a representation of all the hard work that I've been putting in.
It's a recognition of progression, which is important. Like, you know you're going in the right direction, you know you're improving.
There are no freebies at Dominance, so I think whatever colour Dave has wrapped around your waist, you can guarantee that you earned, and your teammates can attest to you having earned that.
the progress is never made alone in Jiu-Jitsu. We work our way through the ranks through the efforts of our coaches and through the support of our teammates. And the progress that you guys have been making is fantastic. And I want to finish off, give my thanks to all the coaches who are putting in all their time, all their effort, and all their passion and going above and beyond to help you guys out whenever you're on the mat.